So yeah, what's been going on, man?
Not much.
Not much.
I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter. I finally decided to grind out my hunter rank so I could do stuff.
Oh, nice.
Mostly because I saw a thing that says to fight Valstrax I have to be hunter rank 100.
Yeah, that's about how it goes with those games.
Yeah, but yeah, Valstrax is cool, so yeah, I'm very interested in finding out what that fight is like.
Yeah. Just knowing what that fight's like and like, was it the handheld games or whatever, the main series, I guess. It's gonna be nuts to see how they make it work in a bigger Monster Hunter World type series. Where they'll actually have budget and resources to give them all kinds of new crazy stuff.
Yeah, I guess if Valstrax was stuck on handheld games up until now, they have all the free reign to do crazy stuff with it.
He was stuck on handhelds and he was still zipping around, just blasting you in the ass.
Yeah, I want to see. I'm pretty sure I posted my Twitter posts where I show Magnamalo's Turf Wars, and it's like Magnamalo beats Kushala Daura, but he doesn't beat Teostra.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense. I think he's actually weak to fire.
Oh, Kushala Daura.
No, Magnamalo or whatever. That's
Magnamalo,
the golden dragon, right? The whatever.
The final boss? No, that's Narwa.
No, I'm the black, dark one that becomes gold when you beat it.
Oh, Rashang?
No, the dragon.
What did you...
The one that, spreads the frenzy virus.
Frenzy virus?
Oh, is that not the one you're talking about?
Not that I know of. There is a gold-ish dragon named Narwa, which is the final boss.
Yeah, no, that's not what I'm thinking of. I guess they're not in the game then, which is interesting. Yeah, I forget exactly what his name is, but it was Magdala or whatever.
Nah,
No?
No, I'm talking about... No, Magnamalo is the flagship for Monster Hunter Rise. He has, purple flames and stuff.
Alright, what the crap is this thing, then? Magnamalo... Okay, yeah, this is definitely new.
Yeah. Also,
okay, yeah.
I shouldn't be a warrior here. I'll get murdered.
Yeah. But I thought you were taught, I think it's Magnala or whatever. It's the big flagship for, I think it's Monster Hunter X, I think? Something like that.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
apparently Mizutsune was a flagship, which is weird because it doesn't seem all that impressive.
Yeah. It was a flagship with 3 other monsters.
Oh, okay.
Right, yeah, because Magnol is from 4, I believe. Or something like that. I think it was 4. And Mikitsune and the other group are from X, and that's their whole thing. Cause it's Mikitsune, it's Gammoth, who's a giant mammoth thing that you have to fight. Effing Glavenus, which I'm pretty sure you're already familiar with.
I fought Glavenus.
Glavenus is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And Valstrix, I think it is, which is a lightning wyvern.
Valstrax is the jet dragon.
No, there's another one that's it's something, it's a similar name, but I can't remember exactly, but it's it may be Alstrixos or something, but it's this lightning dragon with weird brittle crystal wings and stuff. And he shoots lightning at you and you have to break his body apart and stuff. Well, I guess that's most monsters and stuff, but it's like, yeah, he's like a cool fight.
Mm.
But yeah, it's like Mikitsune's the one that like, really became the most popular because of course. Because like him and
Tsune's-
Galvanos are like the coolest.
Mizutsune's weird.
Yeah.
Soap dragon.
Yeah, just straight up.
I will admit, like it's not very impressive for a flagship, but there is an urgent quest you have to beat to advance, and I got stuck on that one for a while because it's like water laser was devastating.
Right. We're not doing Lotmon, so I need a chat blocker. But actually... Yeah, screw it, we'll just bring back the Dark Sandler. Wait, where? There we go, there it is. I'll just... Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They nerfed the crap out of Teostra as far as I can tell. Like, do you remember the Teostra fight from World?
Yeah, vaguely.
Remember how if you got caught in a supernova attack, it would just insta-kill you?
Yeah.
It doesn't do that anymore.
So here's the thing, you might not actually believe me on this. World's Teostra is miles easier than it was in the handheld games.
Really?
Yeah, they already nerfed him pretty hard.
That's crazy. Teostra was a major roadblock for me in World.
Like, Teostra in the handheld was like a legit problem. It's like, he would wreck your shit.
Teostra in World Supernova is like a full screen wipe if you get hit by it, and it insta kills you. And it's like I got stuck on that for so long until I learned about the Superman dive and how it makes you absolutely invincible.
Yeah, you see him doing Supernova, you just run away and hope for the best.
Yeah. In Rise, holy crap. Not only did they nerf the range on Supernova so that it's like very localized to Teostra's body, it won't even it won't even insta-kill you. Because I got hit by it, and I was like, wait, I didn't die?
Yeah.
And
there's also like armors and stuff, so that drastically like, changes the feel of the fight based on like how far you're progressed and stuff, but still.
Yeah, I mean, I had full Rajang armor, so maybe my armor was good enough. But still, in World, regardless of your armor, the Supernova was just an insta-kill.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. But yeah. Let's see, anything else I want to talk about with this?
Yeah, real quick, Kushala Dara murdered me a few times before I actually managed to beat it.
Yeah, he's like... He's not that bad in World, but like, he can be a bit rough.
Yeah. And then I moved on to Teostra and beat him in one try, and I was very confused.
Man, I feel like I've heard that, like, Rise is kind of, like, easier in general.
It feels easier because of the mobility.
Yeah, like, you have, like, way more tools to work with.
Yeah. I struggled more on a high-rank Magnamalo than I did on Teostra.
Yeah. Because, like, I imagine Magnamalo's, like, actually designed for the new moveset.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always, like, a neat thing.
He's very fast and does dive bombs. And, like, Magnamalo's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, in the Turf Wars I posted, he jets into the air using his blast abilities and, like, fights Kushala Daura in the air. And it's like, holy crap, dude.
Yeah. I thought I saw that clip, but it's like, dude's just going in.
Yeah. And then in the end, apparently Magnamalo decided to bring Kushala down on top of me. It was really funny. I wasn't expecting it.
Oh, man.
I'm not sure if he targets you specifically or if I just got unlucky.
I think he has gotten lucky. I think you're just like wrong place at the wrong time.
Because I was just sitting up, I was just standing there looking into the sky like, whoa, and then all of a sudden Kushala comes hurtling at me and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, like, what's on my mind, like, I actually went ahead and I, like, finished an anime for once.
Oh yeah?
For the first time in a good bit. So yeah, have you heard about Land of the Lustrous?
I've heard of it. I couldn't tell you what it's about or what it even looks like, though.
So it is a CG anime by the people behind Beastars, before they made
Wait.
Beastars.
Wait, is it the anime that's basically Steven Universe?
Yes, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're alien rock people. Well, I guess not really alien, but yeah, they're strip rock people. They're gems. And it's like, the whole thing is that it's like, yo, Land of the Lustrous, they're gem people that, like, look like humans until they're, like, you know, cracked or whatever. But, like, it turns out that, like, the stones they're made of are, like, really valuable. So they're just, like, hunters that come down from the moon. They all look like, you know, crazy, like, you know, Hindu, like, Indian, like, goddess types of people, right? Like, they have that whole, like, aesthetic going on. And they just, like, try to murder the rock people, so then, like, bring them back as, like, you know, trophies, basically.
Ah.
So it's like they set up this whole rule where it's like, yo, like, if a rock person gets, like, destroyed, you know, they get, like, yo, hit, they, like, break apart and stuff, like, you can fix them as long as you have all the pieces. That's just sort of, like, the main big rule of the series, is that it's like, you know, so rock people go out and they try to, like, fight to keep from getting, like, kidnapped, and they get, like, screwed up and broken and stuff. And it's like, you know, as long as you have all the parts, then you can just put them back together just fine. So it's like, there's this big thing where, you know, like, the alien moon people just keep attacking, and it's like, oh, yo, sometimes the moon people will just, like, adorn their weapons with, like, the gems of their fallen comrades. It's very interesting. It's one of those series where it's like, you know, the Lunarians, the moon people, are like this constant threat, but they're not actually, like, stronger than the rock people. It's like, the big threat is more because, like, the moon people are actually, like, smart, and they use, like, tactics and stuff, and they have, like, a bunch of archers that fight with them. So it's like, there'll be situations where they'll, like, you know, get into a big fight, and it'll be like, oh yeah, yo, like, if you take out one of the 3 ships, then the R2 will start, like, you know, flying away to, like, lure you into a trap and stuff, right? Or, like, you know, they'll, like, see a moment where it's like, you know, the moon people get, like, someone's arm or, like, a finger or something, and they'll, like, start flying off to, like, trick someone to, like, coming close, and they'll, like, ambush them. And, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, it's really crazy, really cool. Ends on, like, a terrible cliffhanger, but hopefully they do a season 2 eventually. Because, like, obviously with, like, you know, this type of show, it's, like, immediate question, you know, that you might be wondering is, like, oh, hey, what is the deal with all of this? And the anime goes through this big character journey to, like, get to the point where, like, you know, someone's finally like, hey, maybe we should try figuring out what this whole thing is about. And they try to figure it out, and they get a bit of an answer. And that's the end of the season.
Amazing.
It's like,
Yeah,
well, crap.
It sucks to finish a thing, and then it's like, I don't know if if we're actually gonna get a season 2.
Yeah. So I just started reading the manga, because that's how much I was into this show.
There you go.
And yeah, that's been going on.
Yeah, unfortunately, the series I'm referencing with like, will this get a season 2? Is Pantheon Stalking with Garter Belt, which probably is probably never getting a season 2. And
Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen.
And I'm pretty sure there's no manga.
Yeah, that's extra rough.
Or if there is, it probably came about after the anime.
Yeah. So it's like, you know that whole thought experiment? I feel like you already probably know where I'm going with this.
I have no idea where you're going with this.
Yeah, thought experiment where it's like, oh yeah, you take a boat and you like replace the mast and you replace the like deck and stuff, and it's like, is this the same boat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Turns out that thought experiment is a bitch in the wrong situations.
I mean, if literally none of the parts are the same as the original boat, then no.
Yeah, going through the manga, that question gets pretty far along. Like, it's hitting a point where it's like, you should not even be the same character.
Well, for like a being who's capable of thought, it just like it would depend on if the brain portion of them, I don't know.
Yeah, because I should venture as like a normal sub, which is like, you know, it's like if you gall the rocks back, you can like, you know, just bring them back to life and stuff, and you know, get them functional again. But also like, if you say like lose an arm, then like you lose all the memories that were in that arm, so you become less you, essentially, right?
That's weird.
Because like, you know, there's like, they're rock people, so there's no quote-unquote like brain or core or whatever, right? It's all just like, you know, the cells throughout their body that's like remembering everything. So it's like, the more of your body you lose, the like more of your memories you lose, and the more of your personality should be like lost as well, essentially. And that, boy, does that go some places. Because like, of course I don't want to like spoil anything, but it's like, I got to a point in the manga where there's an effing like gym to gym transplant. And boy, does that have some crazy ramifications.
I bet.
But yeah, Land of the Lustrous, yo, check it out. It's a real crazy ride. Moon people be damned. Manga gets even crazier. Yeah, it's like, it's one of those shows where it's like, I really wish I'd talk more about, but it's like, I don't want to just straight up spoil people.
Yeah.
But yeah, should we just get going then?
Yeah.
Okay, as you're like dog paddling around.
Did you see the way the other mount I was using walked?
I don't think I did.
So the dog at walking speed had a pretty normal looking walking walking animation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, look at this stupid thing. What the heck?
Yeah, it seems like they just took like, well, I don't know what they did. What the heck? That's so weird. But yeah, I really need to get the art dogs before that event ends.
Maybe it's a Lalafell problem? Like, maybe it's just because it's small.
Yeah, because anything you ride becomes a tiny, tight coupe. A tiny, tight, cozy coupe, essentially.
Sure. I mean, it's not... Yeah, that looks weird.
Yeah, that looks super weird.
Also, of all the horses, why that one? I hate Rama's theme. Or at least I hate the start of it, because it's just a bunch of yelling.
Yeah, this looks normal.
Yeah, this is... The Magitech armor is the same size regardless. Magitech armor's not influenced by your size.
Yeah, I still need to learn how to do the shot. I still don't have it.
You just talk to Staffburn to Mordona.
Okay, I had to do that.
Also, the golden one should just be able to do it.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't seem to have the action. I'm not sure where it would be.
Get in your Magitech armor real quick and then tap R1.
Wait. Okay.
Let me look at the stream.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Oh, maybe you have to unlock it for the original to get it, access to it in the
Wait,
golden
you didn't
one.
do it in the original?
Yeah.
Well then.
Yeah, that's the one you do the quest to unlock it for.
Okay, yeah. That probably explains it then.
Yeah.
Alright, so shall I get going then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I don't know if I've ever told you about this or not. I probably have. Have you ever seen the Drawfee episode where they just draw Thomas the Tank Engine OCs?
No.
Yeah, that episode's a fuck. They get, like, nuts. Like, specifically Julia's. Because she just draws, like, a tiny, tight, cozy coop. But it's got, like, 8 people coming out of it.
I have no idea what that is. You keep saying that, and I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like the little, like, orange buggy car for kids with, like, the big, like, yellow thing over the top, the, like, yellow roof.
Oh, I didn't know that's what they were called.
Yeah, the tight, cozy coop. Yeah, she draws one of those where it's like 8 people just killing Avid, and the entire time everyone else is just like stunned in disbelief and confusion as she keeps saying they want to be free.
Hey.
It's so good. Yeah, I suspect the Crystal XR has told you of my past. That I was once a mage of the Royal Court of Vorboon, and that soulcraft was my field of study. The tonic you administered to patients here is one of the fruits of my labors. Oh right, that's what we were doing. Hope to do great things for the kingdom. My knowledge brought only suffering, a plague to the like of which no one has ever seen. Hands of unscrupulous men, what should have been my greatest trap instead became my greatest shame. Yeah, and now you have a chance to do something better, hopefully. Right? Yeah, but let's return to the task at hand. Finding a means by which we might revitalize these people's incorporeal ether. Yeah, where skies ablaze with primordial light, I'd call it an exercise in futility. But now, we have a chance. Method I have in mind will entail the conjure of a familiar. They are able to amplify the energies poured into them, making them a perfect conduit for the aether revitalizing magics we ultimately employ. Okay, so yeah, do the thing, I guess. More regents must be procured or spells invoked, I'll do it. Yeah. Well, your first task will be to gather the necessary materials. Pierce to Vars and the finest of clays, as well as a Fey lantern brewing with pixie magic. Well, if you're convinced the resulting familiar could help the patients, then fine. Yeah, Alpha, the wire and clay will be simple enough, but I think you know what we'll have to do to get the lantern. Oh, you don't mean. Yup, I do mean. Ah, man. Alright, never thought you would be there as the one to suggest going back there. I'm impressed you in there at all, let alone befriended the Fey folk. Oh, while you're about, seek out the new Morplen Inn. They'll be able to supply you with water suitable for our needs. Alright.
Gotta go hang out with the Fae again.
Yeah, I have a bad feeling about this. Somehow I feel like it's not gonna be as easy as just go in and get thing. Yeah, Omrid likely best know if anyone might be able to assist us. Well, there's more soup. Well, they may know a lay of the land, but I dare say they're more interested in the trinkets and bells lying in the earth than the earth itself. Now, miners, on the other hand... Oh, we have to go visit the trolley people. Yeah, yo, the Mars of the Twine? Perfect. Speak with them and you should have no trouble procuring what we need. While you and the twins are occupied, I see if there is odd elf return of stagnation which affects the people here. Yeah, I should probably point out while it's on my mind that, like, I switched over to a capture card. So yeah, like, no Lotmon for now. Nanton figure out how the heck you can get, like, multiple video sources working on OBS. Because, like, apparently this isn't, like, a universal problem, it's just a me problem, which is weird. It's extremely weird. Yeah, this is actually like a ways away. Looking at the map. Yeah, I probably should have like saved talking about stuff until now, actually.
Still can't fly?
Yeah, still can't. I was gonna get around to it and then I just didn't.
Yeah, you gotta unlock flight, dude.
Yeah, I really need to. So yeah, anything else on your mind, I guess, or whatever?
Not really.
Oh boy. Man, that... I'd talk about the Cruella movie, but we have already talked about it quite a bit.
Yeah.
It's like, boy, those Dalmatian memes are coming. Boy, are they doing work.
I'm a big fan of those stupid Dalmatian memes.
Man. I like that there's like a meme someone put up. It was like, oh yeah, I can't wait for the Gaston origin story where we learn that Gaston's mother was killed by literature and women's rights. I think it should be over here. Wait, there's an aether current. No, stop,
wait, where's
damn you.
Where's your quest thing telling you to go?
It's like... Man, I cannot get up there.
It's because you're not meant to. Or is that where the aether current is?
Yeah, that's where the aether current is. It's right up there. Like, how do you even...
Like this. Get on Chocobo.
Okay, I'm on Chocobo.
Whee!
Wait, but how do you get up there without flight, though?
Let's see. There's probably a way around somewhere.
Wait, let me down. I had to get the thing. Okay, there we go.
Mounts on your own.
Yeah. I really should have just done that. I don't know. I thought I was hitting the button. Yeah, whatever. And we still don't have enough for it.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's how. You're not meant to be able to get to it from that side.
Wait, what am I doing? I just teleport over to the place.
Yeah.
Why do I forget that? We can just
'Cause
teleport over to the trolley.
Yeah, we're on the other side of the place, so man, I cannot think. Yeah, you're supposed to get to that aether current through those caves.
Yeah, yeah. Which is big troll dick move, but whatever. Oh hey, yeah, you could have a good time. We just this moment to finish repairing the Talos, then trolley that took a lot of you to Trolley was no troll, but the Talos would have been an armor. had we not a visit from the Master Chai. He's offered to share the leftover building materials from Daldaba Stoneworks, as well as a few trade secrets to help us along. Yeah, cleverest man, the Chai does. He seemed very clean on the idea I had for putting together a giant talus to work. Like a giant trolley! But Knack just still refuses to see all the good work we could do with it. Yeah, what is your obsession with trolleys? Dude, Jarek, my man, was your mother killed by a trolley?
Since you're probably not gonna hit anything new for a while, can I go and do something else?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Okay, I'll still be around.
You're entitled to your dreams, Jarek, but that doesn't mean you can go harassing our guests with them. Master Chai was just being polite. And something tells me Kazun here didn't call this way to talk about trolleys. No, I came all the way this way to talk about trolleys.
Pretty sure you're not gonna hit a dungeon.
Hey yo, trolleys though, right? Yes, familiar requires clay from Awayyy, and look no further. If anyone can find some quality clay, it's you, I mean us. This is exactly a commodity nowadays, but there must be some lurking somewhere or other waiting to be dug up. Yeah, alright. So there's the time they used to take clay from Mount Brilliant Mines to make adobe bricks. Adobe bricks. Place is swarming with guys now, but if you're after good stuff, you could do worse than to look there. Okay, yeah. So we just have to get coyotes, kill clay. Got it. Man, if no one's really selling clay, then what do people do who are into, like, pottery? Like, is that just not a thing in this world?
In an apocalyptic world, I'm sure it's not a major concern.
I don't know, there's gotta be, like, some market for that, though, right? Like, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I think clay pots are useful in a world like this.
I don't know, man. Like, people gotta eat ass something, right?
Yeah.
Gotta eat out of that clay pot. Right, I have to go all the way around to get to, like, the back of this thing. At least I think I do. Man, if only I had a trolley right now. That'd be so useful.
That'd be a great mount. It's like a trolley being pushed by a Talos.
Yeah. I'm surprised they haven't just done it for the memes.
What the heck is this quest?
Wait, now I have to go up the other way? Wait. Maybe? Okay, I cheated the system. Okay, yeah, now I can just focus on getting to that trolley. Let's go. So yeah, like, heard any crazy stories lately or whatever, I guess.
Crazy stories.
I don't know.
I was browsing Twitter and saw that Trump got banned off.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Sorry, you cut out.
Trump got banned off Facebook for 2 years.
Oh yeah. Of course he did. Yeah. Apparently, it was like he's still going around like ranting about invalid votes and being like, "Oh, they'll reinstate me in August or whatever," and people are just like, "Wow, he's really lost it."
Really delusional. Yeah. Also, I know why I cut out occasionally. It's because my controller disconnects. What? I disconnect and then my computer like freaks out. So while it's disconnecting or trying to reconnect, it kills my... I don't know. I don't understand it myself.
I get what you're saying, but that's super weird.
Yeah, I should just drop the money and get a new Xbox One controller.
Yeah.
But they're expensive.
Oh, the clay's just out here. Okay. Man, was this weird, like, trolley meme they're trying to get going?
I don't know.
Yo, hey, trolley guy, you wanna just trolley? No? Alright. Oh man, I feel like I've got nothing right now.
Yeah.
Man, did I link the clip from Corella where they like set to Danganronpa execution music? It
Yeah,
kinda works.
Yeah, we talked about it like last night.
Did we?
Yeah,
dang, I've really like hit rock bottom. Wait, where are these? Wait, where? All the way over? Okay, yeah, I guess I thought to like take the clay back to the guys, but I guess not. This is just my clay now. All mine. All the clay in the world belongs to me. And this is why our Final Fantasy streams aren't that popular.
I mean, I don't know if that's why. It's because we don't know what to talk about.
Yeah.
It's just, there's probably a bunch of people who play 14.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. It is like the weirdest thing because it's like effing just Shaman King podcast. Yeah, it does fairly well. Yeah, it does like around like 10 views or so. Like friggin' like the Digimon Tamers episodes, which are still coming on YouTube by the way, is doing like 20-30 views each, and it's nuts. And you look over at like Final Fantasy, and it's like 5, 3, 2.
Considering how much people love Shadowbringers, that's kind of surprising.
Yeah, I guess the audience I have just doesn't really care about it.
Guess so.
Yeah. Assuming they possess the requisite skill, yeah. I feel like we're now at a point where it's like, that should really matter to us, because it's like, like, the difference between 2 and, like, 30 views is, like, nothing anyways, really, when you think about it. But still,
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
honestly, yeah.
I'm sure, like, you're more invested in getting views than I am. I'm just kind of here to have a good time, but...
Yeah. I'm just sure it's like, if we don't get many views, it's no big deal, but it's like, it would be nice. It would be nice.
Yeah, the fun part of streaming and uploading videos of you doing something is to see that people are enjoying it.
Yeah.
I do get kind of bummed out whenever I stream and, like, literally no one shows up.
Yeah. And, like, right now we have, like, 1 extra viewer, technically, I guess, because it's like, I'm sure my view counts, you're watching the stream, and someone else is here. No idea who it is, but yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. No offense to people who lurk, but if there are people here, or I'm almost convinced that there's not actually anybody but me and me watching.
Yeah. That's fine. It's fine.
I should pull up the stream on my phone. That way I can actually watch it while I run this dungeon.
Yeah, that'd actually be smart. But I should go around, see one dude. Yeah.
I will have to do it after this boss, though.
I'll give all for Harlick, for Tesleen.
Yeah.
Then we're all
I remember what's going on in the story, though. After that cutscene, like, I remember now.
Yeah, okay, yeah. After you got story context, you know where we are in the story.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, Now I sound like an idiot.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, they bring up like what's about to happen or what they need to do, and it's like, oh, it's this part.
Yeah, man, we're so removed from the origin of the Dark Sandler joke. This entire meme is nonsense. It's not even a meme. It's just like a weird crossover I just kinda did.
I don't even remember the context. Somebody just brought up Adam Sandler.
Yeah, we're gonna do like an Adam Sandler week for movie night, and like we put like a bunch of Adam Sandler movies on like, you know, like random like roulette picker or whatever, like pick one to watch next week. And Baron was like, oh yeah, let's just add the Dark Crystal for goofs. And have like 20 some films that landed on the Dark Crystal.
Amazing.
Yeah, so now there's just this weird in-joke of like, oh, the Dark Crystal is the best Adam Sandler movie. But it's like an in-joke that's being perpetuated by like nothing. Because there's literally zero connection here at all. Like, because boy did we try to dig through like all his filmography to find any connection we could, and we got nothing.
Of course.
Of course.
You said you watched Little Nicky. How'd that go?
Yeah,
Had you seen that movie before?
I've seen it before, but like Lugia hadn't.
Ah.
And boy, was that like a weird experience, because like...
Did you have a craving for Popeye's chicken after watching it?
Honestly, yeah, I actually could go for fried chicken right now.
I don't remember too much about that movie, but I do remember that they advertised Popeye's chicken like crazy.
Yeah, it's like excessive. Like, the big climax of the film is he's trying to like convert all the demons to the side of good, and he does it by just summoning a big bucket of Popeye's chicken, and they're like, oh yeah, this is great.
Yeah, it's basically like, hey, look what the good guys have.
Yeah, and they like walk into the final battle carrying the bucket of chicken.
Yeah.
Man, that, like, don't let our laughs confuse you. That movie is terrible.
I like I said, I don't actually remember too much of it, but I think there were a few funny moments.
Yeah.
Doesn't Nicky get hit in the face by a shovel and it fixes his face for a minute?
That's like, I wish they actually did that gag. Because it's like, in the end credits, they just randomly mention, oh yeah, he got hit in the face with a shovel and it fixed his face. And
but then like, and it says, but then he got hit again, right?
No, I think he just got hit like the second time and it fixed him.
Oh, okay. There we go.
And it's like, man, why don't you just show that? That would have been so much better.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember that movie is like a weird, like, just out of nowhere gag where there's like randomly like, oh yeah, yo, we have to like shove a popple of Hitler's ass at 3 today. And it's like, oh right, yeah. And like Hitler just walks up in like a maid dress and they just shove a popple up his butt, and that's the gag. I was just sitting there with Lugia, because like, so I'll be real, this is like moving down like Lugia's Discord. Usually we have like a solid like, you know, group of like 3 or 4 people. There are like, you know, 4 or 5, you know, whatever, of like other streamers.
Yeah.
No one wanted to watch Lil Nicky. Like, nobody.
Yeah,
so
you invited me, but I wasn't home, so.
Yeah, so it's just me and Lugia alone just together doing it. They were just like, yo, trying to figure out ways to like fix the bad jokes as they were happening. And I'm like, man, like, there's so many ways you could like make this like better. Because I was like, yeah, why don't you have, yo, like, you do the popple thing, and, you know, they're like, oh, yeah, yo, should we go for 10 today? And Hitler's like, nah, let's make it 9. And just, yo, that was, like, my big contribution to how to fix Lil Nicky.
I don't know that that's much better.
It's not much better, but at least it's something. But yeah, I think at least we'd all agree that the best joke in the movie is the dumb bit where, like, Nikki's just getting chased by a bunch of different people because, like, he's a one man now for whatever reason. And, like, he says his mom chase him, and he just, like, runs past, like, a group of people playing wheelchair basketball, and they just join in on the chase. And he starts running downhill, so the wheelchair people start catching up to him. And it's like, it's not like an amazing gag, but when you're like, in like such a shitty movie, like, that's amazing. Just anything at all is just like, holy crap, yes, finally. Jeez.
There we are.
The people remember there's just like a scene in that film where Nikki just turns into a bunch of spiders with Adam Sandler. What the fuck is this?
Play.
Well, it is creative.
What?
I was distracted for a bit. I did see how dumb her clay thing is.
Oh, okay,
Yes,
yeah, I
I
hadn't
know
caught up
artist,
because I'm
very
watching
funny.
on my phone, so it's further behind than it normally would be.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
Alizé's not an artist. That's Alphino's shtick.
Yeah. You just gotta believe it's good.
I mean, that's literally what he says. It's like, well, you know what you were trying to do, and that's good enough.
Yeah. Come on, Alcé, just gotta believe harder.
But I speak the truth. If successful, this incantation will turn imagination into reality.
So we can all see what she's aiming for with this and look at the comparison and be super confused.
You must focus.
The thing she made is close enough to, like, you can tell what it's supposed to be.
Is it a pig?
Yeah. So yeah, see, it is good enough because you knew it was supposed to be a pig.
Now then, as I taught you,
Like, I barely got that impression though, because like...
But you did get it.
Like, now it looks like the eyes though. It's like if I did see it hit other eyes, that would have thrown me off so much.
I mean, all that matters is Alizé knows what it is.
Yeah.
With flesh of clay,
Yeah.
I bid
Technically, it's not a
in
pig, it's a
realms of
porksy, but
dreams to touch the
a porksy is
skies.
basically a
What
pig.
once was
It's a magic
idle
pig.
fantasy, I call forth to reality.
Man, I feel like they missed a chance to add the lyrics Final Fantasy into this chant. Or to, like, use the word final here somewhere.
Why? That'd be weird.
Just for the sake of it.
It'd be like the Final Fantasy 13 ending.
What?
Or Final Fantasy 13, what is it, Lightning Returns, the last one?
Oh, is there a thing like
Where
that?
Where there's like yeah, you haven't heard that? I don't know if it's like word for word, but people joke that there's an ending to 13 that's basically them saying this really was a Final Fantasy 13.
The heck?
I haven't watched the scene myself, but from what everybody says, that's basically what it is.
I remember it's like some point where I looked up what the ending of Lightning Returns was, but it was like, the final boss encounter or something. It was just a bunch of like, yeah, there's that anime thing where it's like, characters are just saying things and they're appealing to vague emotions, but it's like none of it relates to anything at all, and you're just like, you're just making up bullshit that sounds nice.
I guess. I don't...
Yeah, it's basically just a lot of that.
Funny considering considering
Let us see what can be done.
what's her name? Lightning is supposed to be emotionless.
Yeah. Cause I'm probably doing a terrible job like describing it, but it's like, yo, they're like, no, our destiny ends with like something, and we gotta stop fate and da or whatever. And they have this big weird thing where it's like, no, but love or something. And like,
Fine.
I don't even
13
remember
blows.
like what it is, but it's like, just a bunch of weird platitudes about like fate and acceptance or whatever that means like nothing at all, and they just like win.
Yeah, you don't have to explain 13. It blows. I can live with that. It's the explanation. It's like 13 sucks.
Yeah. Man, I had to like play through 13.2 on stream at some point.
Don't feel like you have to.
Because I kind of want to, because like...
I think I say that every time you bring up, it's like, I should play that, and I'm just like, nah, you don't.
Because, like, I played through 13, and I actually beat it. And boy, that game's plot is just an actual mess, but the combat has some fun stuff to it. Like, I'll stand by that. It's like, if nothing else, just doing a launcher on a behemoth and sending him, like, 30 feet in the air to air combo him is, like, a cool mechanic.
If you say so. I didn't even find the combat enjoyable when I played it.
Yeah. Oh. Piggy away.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, like, from what I remember of 13.2, it's, like, it's not nearly as hard, which, makes the combat not as interesting, like, really. But, like, the story was, I want to say better, but it's like, that implies it's good, which it still really isn't, but it's, like, a way closer attempt. Like, at least with 13.2, it's like, you get to the antagonist, and it's like, okay, yeah, he has, like, solid motivations I understand, and, that's, like, such a huge, crazy step up.
Yeah, because isn't the bad guy... Isn't the bad guy in the first one, like, its goals are a nebulous, like, I am the crystal, do what I tell you bullcrap? Like, it's like, we gotta stop, we have to stop it from making us do the thing so we don't die.
Yeah, the goal in, like, the original 13 is that, like, Barthandelus just, like, brands everyone, and for some reason he can't just tell them what to do, even though he is a human form and can totally tell them what to do.
Good.
Sorry, no, it's not Barthandelus, it's, like, Amma that brands them, but, like, it's Barthandelus's plan. Right, because that's, like, a whole thing. But yeah, Barthandelus can totally just show up and tell us what to do, and he just refuses to do it because fate or whatever. But yeah, it gets down to it's like, his plan is just straight up like, okay, I want you to be super strong so that you can kill me in, like, in a way that murders millions of people, so that we can, like, summon the god of, like, the fal'Cie to the world, and then that's, like, gonna be, like, a thing for them or whatever, because they want to, like, talk to God, basically. That's a big crux of it.
Yeah.
Because, like, some human wrote, like, a book at some point that's like, oh yeah, if enough people die, then God's gonna have to, like, come and be like, what the heck is going on? And the fal'Cie all read this book, and they're like, yeah, that makes logical sense, let's try it.
Spoilers for FF10, for, like major plot points for 10 for anybody who doesn't know. But I have a question.
Yes.
So, Jecht is Sin, right?
Yes.
Jecht is also a dream like Titus, right?
Yes.
Why doesn't the entity that's dreaming of him just stop dreaming of Jecht?
Because it's like this weird wall of, like, stone people just doing it collectively.
Yeah, but they have like a will, and that's how they created like Titus and Ject. So why don't they just stop dreaming of the man who is currently Sin?
They have a will, but they have like no incentive to stop this crap.
Yeah, they do. That's why they dreamed up Titus. They dreamed up Titus to stop it.
I thought they dreamed up Titus because he was like, you know, Yuna's like, sorry, not Yuna's. It was like some incarnation of Yuna's ex like boyfriend or something.
That's not what I've heard. Is it? I'm pretty sure that the end of that game,
yeah,
it's just like, what is it? Is it the Faith? What is the entity? It's just the stupid wall of people.
Yeah, I don't understand the wall that clearly, honestly. But it's like, I assume that, like, yo, it's very possible that they just straight up can't, like, you know, end people like that, right?
I guess that's the simple explanation for it.
Yeah.
Still, it seems weird that it's like, oh, we have to create another dream to stop the original one who turned into Sin, but it's like, I don't know, just stop dreaming of that one. Sin ceases to exist.
What's really weird is that Titus has, like, memories of Jet being his dad, but I'm pretty sure he actually wasn't his son. Unless, like, X2 actually, like, clarifies that or something. Because he's based on, like, another guy in X2 that's, like, you know, from, like, a different thing, right?
Mm.
It's, like, a different guy in spirit that's, like, unrelated to Jet, presumably. Because, like, unless original, like, Titus was also Jet's son, which I don't think he was.
I have no idea. I dropped X2 really hard because it just didn't... There was just nothing in it for me as...
Yeah. X2 where they just hold a big concert in the Thunder Plains.
That's not even the part that put me off of it. Like... I guess it's kind of the part that put me off of it, because it's like...
Was it the part where they go on the sacred Ronso Holy Mountain and they're like, oh, hey, let's take a dip in this?
I didn't make it that far, I don't think.
Then Yuna's like, no, but this is sacred to their dead, like, you know, culture. And Riku's like, come on, no one will know, let's do it.
Nah, so... Basically, it is the overall goofier tone, because like 10 had a pretty serious plot, and it's like this, like, we're going on this pilgrimage, save the world, and blah blah blah. Yeah. And it's like X2 10-2 starts with like a pop concert where there's an imposter Yuna.
Yeah.
And then like I don't remember why you're going to this location. But when you do, like, this Team Rocket-esque group shows up.
Yeah.
And they're like losers, and you beat them and go on, and it's like...
Yeah, you have to fight them with guns as Yuna. Because gun dress spheres are just, like, a thing, and you're posing as a not pop idol, so guns.
I mean, whatever. Yuna gets a gun because, like... She finds out in the first game that their whole faith and belief, like all of their beliefs are bullcrap.
Yes. So
and so
she start like, blasting.
Yeah, and so Yuna's just like, okay, well, enough of this, and like she can't summon anything. There's nothing to summon. Because you sacrifice all the Aeons to beat Yu Yevon.
When you pull it like that, the situation's kinda dire, isn't it?
What do you mean?
It's like, oh yeah, how's you to fight? Well,
gun.
Her entire way of fighting is just gone now, because we killed all the summons. Like, all of them.
You had to, or Yu Yevon would just keep, like...
Yeah.
Reincarnating
it makes
Sin.
sense, but it's just funny to hear it out. Just like, oh yeah, she can't summon, there's nothing left. We killed all of them.
Yeah, that's Final Fantasy. You kill like what is in that world God.
Yeah, and all the other summons.
Yeah, but it's what you had to do to beat it, and it's like, yeah, like summons are gone, so you just get guns.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me. That's also another thing. tech isn't like technology isn't like causing sin to come kill people.
Yeah. Without
So
the threat of sin, people are gonna develop nukes so fast, man.
By the end, even like, I don't know, it's kind of funny. It's like how hard it's like funny and kind of sad how hard Waka believes in the faith of Spira, and then they learn that Yu Yevon is like the reason Sin keeps attacking everybody, and it's like, oh
Yeah, the thing you're praying to was also the problem. Oh man, like, doesn't X2 have like the worst character design ever? Because they introduced like some villain scientist dude, and it's like, I can't even describe the way he looks because it's too dumb and overcomplicated, but I'm pretty sure that's where he's directly from. Because he's on a tropical island and like, yo, friggin' like neck down, like, yo, bondage, like leather, like, yo, full bodysuit with like just this weird like ponytail giant hair dangle coming off. It's like, eh.
I do remember that there's a kid named Shinra.
What's the name of that goth, like the weird bodysuiter war? This is actually gonna bug me now. Cause I remember hearing about it, I saw the design and it's like, oh Nomura, no. Oh, please stop.
There is the character from the first game, Brother. One of the first things you do is like it's teaching you about like jobs and stuff, and it's like, okay, make Brother like a party guy.
What?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
From which game?
X2.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's during the tutorials part where it's like you can, oh my god, you can take characters around and add them to your party and they can do stuff.
I don't remember you getting our like party members or whatever.
Weirdly enough, I think it's because you can add monsters to your party. And
Wait, in
like,
X2?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It's a thing. It's like it's like one of the last things that tutorialized me on before I quit playing.
Alright, that's super weird, because, like, 13.2 also does that. And I feel like it's for, like, a very similar reason. Because it's like, on 13.2, you only have, like, 2 main characters. So you gotta fill that 3rd slot with something. And you have to fill that 4th paragram with something. And you have to fill all these R paragram with, like, combinations with stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. It's, uh-oh.
Wait, what uh-oh?
Nothing, it's something in the dungeon I'm running. Oh god. Oh, there's no way to avoid this.
Oh no.
So, there's a boss I'm fighting, and it has a hot and cold mechanic. So he'll inflict you with heat, and then you have to get hit by an AoE that has ice on it, right?
That sounds like a good way to get sick.
Well, like, you have to balance out, like, the hot and cold within your body, or you just die straight up. Basically, somebody rezzed me, but it didn't inflict me with any of, and, like, at the time I resurrected, it, my brain is failing me.
Is this boss Todoroki?
I resurrected at a weird time, so I didn't get in either of those. And so, as a result, I got hit by a hot or cold. I don't know which, it doesn't matter. And then I just died again.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But it's fine. Killed it.
Alright, so...
It's a pretty neat boss.
Yeah. So point is, we're healing this dude.
Yeah.
Souls were adorned, the mind is separate from the body. The person becomes incapable of like, interacting with the world around them. Honestly, we didn't miss anything while we're talking over it.
Yeah, not really. Yeah, Alizé's using this pork seed to potentially heal Halric.
Yeah. The fate of most temporary come slaves to prowls, save in a handful of cases. Are I missing something? Yeah, the art of revitalizing the soul. I know of at least one of the source who could desperately use such treatment. Gaboo.
Ooh. What are you booing?
No, it's the guy's name.
Oh, Gaboo. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, his
Right,
condition
right.
is unkillingly severe to Harlux, is it not? The only difference being that his soul was suffused with earth-aspected aether instead of light. Follows that if his soul is subject to a similar kind of stagnation, there may be a chance we can save him.
Hey, what if we just figured out a way to heal tempering?
Yeah, that... Boy, does that put some stuff in context. Because we've killed a lot of tempered monsters. Well, I guess monster races would be the better term.
Yeah.
Here's
But, like,
much
there was no way, nobody knew how to fix it, or if there even was a way to fix it.
Yeah. There's so much more about this soul that remains unknown to me. Say it's not to discourage you, but understand, to remind you that this is delicate work we do here. Work requiring patience. Yeah, as long as there's hope for more patience here, I'll devote what our time is needed to see this through. But I refuse to spend the time in idleness if it's all the same to you. I'd like to stare with Angelo and continue with their treatment. Two of you should return to the Gristerium with a bag lug and see if you can't make some headway with their newly positioned theories. Yeah, alright. Tell you to rest first, but I see you're not to be convinced. The fire of youth. So yeah, let's return to Gristerium then. Heck yeah. Oh, who's this? Kaishir? What are you doing all the way out here? Oh, there's trouble back in Lulmore. Lady Chai's beside herself, sighing, pacing, the whole lot. Near enough begged me to go and find you.
I don't actually remember what this part is.
Okay, so, yeah, go on. Not to have anything to offer you. Yeah, thanks, Becklug. Sorry for bothering you all that, but she says the future of Yulmore's at stake. If this is some, like, nothing I need my portrait drawn, like, whatever bullcrap.
It's not that. I think I remember what the problem is.
Alright. Alright, let's just go on and see what this is about. Hopefully it's nothing crazy. Hopefully it's nothing that's like, you know... I don't know. Oh, whatever.
It's a decent problem. And one that was bound to come up at some point.
Decent, you say?
I mean, it's not as world-ending of a threat as Dulia Chai would make you think. She kind of over-exaggerates.
Well, not here seems out of the ordinary, though I do not see Lei Chai anywhere. He's probably paced around outside, staring off into the distance and all that, sighing. Okay, let's try to help her. Man, if teleportation did exist, this would be like a very far way to go.
It would.
Like, this is way out there. Nope, that's not the right way. Okay, yeah, there we go. Hey, What's wrong? Are the slaves not complying?
Oh, thank heavens you're here.
Lady Chai, whatever is the matter?
I knew not where else to turn. Oh, this is all too much for my poor heart to bear alone.
Okay, what's the issue?
Alone? What of Master Chai?
That is the very reason I summoned you. He's gone.
Okay.
What? What happened?
It all began after the events at Mount Golg.
Yeah?
With Lord Vorthry out of the way, we all agreed that a new leader must be chosen.
Oh no.
And so you held an election?
Yes, well, sort of. Not a single person volunteered to stand.
Oh
you see.
no.
After a lifetime of leisure, we free citizens have grown somewhat indolent. Readapting to the harsh realities of life is trying enough, but to take charge of a broken city as well, no one wanted
Ooh.
such responsibility. Nevertheless, Yulmore could not well do without a leader, and so we decided that anyone and everyone should be considered a candidate. And after we cast our ballots and tallied the votes,
Of course it did.
on my dear husband.
Well,
Okay.
given the way he orchestrated the construction of the giant Talos, none could deny his leadership qualities.
I mean, was he really leading the charge there? I don't think so.
But even before then, he had proven himself at Daedalus Stoneworks, don't forget. He's more than qualified for the role.
Is he?
Perfect choice.
He seemed pretty eager to give up on things, but they got hard.
Indeed. I told him as much when his victory was first.
I know, it just needs a little motivation. That's all.
Do we have to go back and play dating sim with this dude again?
I don't
Perhaps I
think
was too
so.
forceful in my attempt to encourage him. For shortly after that, he vanished.
Like, you
without
probably
a
have to go
word.
talk to him, but I'm pretty sure you don't have to do that thing.
I am ready for the Chai motivation rhythm game that's
You
coming
believe he was so
up.
daunted by the burden of leadership that he felt compelled to flee.
I'm ready to give him compliments
Please
on
let
the
the Chai join
beach.
us.
Dating start.
Your husband does not strike me as the sort of man who would abandon his
That's
job.
imagine it's like, you know, the Danganronpa, like,
There has to
end
be
of
some
trial
evidence of what
moments, but instead you're just like, yo, shouting compliments at him, and he's like, you don't mean that! Hey, sup, Duffer? Yeah,
Shut up, China, you're beautiful.
I don't think so. What about
Yeah,
you?
we're about to, like, go cheer up the Chai
do you think has
husband,
become of
who's,
my
like,
husband?
off on his own sulking about being the president or something.
He doesn't want the responsibility.
Yeah, sorry, I think he's gone. I think the dude's
No, my
gone.
friend. The one thing he has not done is flee. Of that I am convinced. Through the most testing of times, he has ever remained at Lady Chai's side, placing her happiness before his own. He would not abandon her now.
Dude, I think he's gone.
Wherever he may have gone, rest assured we will find him.
We go, like, search for him, and he's, like, back with the trolley people. It's like, man, you really fled.
These people understand me.
Thank you.
They
Thank you.
understand the work that
You
goes
have
into the
set my mind at
trolley.
ease. I will trust in my husband and await his return.
Like, he's not there to help them build Talos, as he's just fully converted to the trolley. It's like, I'm Charlie Engineer Chai now, son. Wait, is there...
Wait, are none of my tanks?
Oh,
under
there's... yeah. So I can't charge our part. I suppose they're good to me. I wish there was something more I could do to help them. Wait, didn't they throw you out a window, like you specifically?
They
Aren't you
worked
that guy?
They worked past it.
Makes sense for Master trying to leave without a word, but if he had, he would not have He would not have done so unobserved, yeah. Yeah, fan of a fan, so I'm not barred by the heat so much anymore. Oh, I thought you meant like a follower fan, but yeah, that's actually nice. Yeah. It sure is hot over here, holy crap. Well, we should split up and inquire as to where anyone saw him leave or feeling that. If they have any idea where we might have gone, I'll meet you at the Glory Gate and to compare notes later on. Okay, yeah.
Finish that dungeon so I can pull up the stream on
Yeah, alright.
the computer.
Yeah. Their calls in a rather down manner concerned about yours neglect of industry, you see. Lord Valtry's apparent inexhaustible stores of meal, and no great need for money. It's little wonder our businesses were all but forgotten under his rule. And, yeah, now we don't have meals, so... Well, I'm rest assured that Master Chow and the Boutique of Splitters would do as they can to contribute to the revival of the trade here in Yulmore, which seemed to satisfy him. Took his leave soon after. Your exchange with Moa has taught you out the stagnant state of business in Yulmore. Oh, we just have to go around learning about what's happened. Okay, yeah, noted. So, yeah, there's probably people on other layers than who...
I think Depp getting a fan is actually a pretty big deal because, Depp, do you live in one of those countries where, like, they don't have air conditioning?
Oh, yeah.
Like, you didn't at least have a fan? Yikes.
Oof. Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
I don't even understand
here?
how people can live like that. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of like how they lived before air conditioning was a thing, right?
Fair. The Earth wasn't this hot back then, though.
Yeah. Wait, this is the... Wait, where does this go? The buttress? Okay, where is this then? Where is the buttress?
That might be like the middle layer where the military people hang out.
Okay, yeah, I see now. Looking for Ashachar, you it's something amiss? Well, last I saw him, he seemed ready to collapse from exhaustion. I insisted he rest and catch his breath, and we talked for a while about his concerns over the city's defenses amongst other things. We had more than a few valid points, many of our men are still recovering after our confrontation with Lord Valtry, and finding General Ranjit in a heap in the middle of the plaza shook us all to the core. Yeah, I sure did a number on that guy. The main command no small amount of loyalty, and some of our longest-serving soldiers seem lost with them. Indeed, a number of them left. Not that I blame you, of course. Without you and yours, we would still be blind to the error of our ways, but, yeah. Funding permitting, I propose replenishing our ranks with volunteers from the derelicts in Gate Town. And, yeah, we have a duty to protect not Yulmir, you see, but the surrounding regions of Coastal as well. And I, for one, welcome any man or woman willing to take up arms for that cause indeed. I told him as much, and you seemed for our leave to hear it. As on that note, though he parted ways, he head outside as I recall. Okay, so we are like moving in the right direction for this. Wait, is there a thing over there? Okay, right, it's like outside. We got one more piece of the story left to hear. What if we get to this last guy, it's just like, oh yeah, the chai guy just walked in here and he demanded all my money and he took out a gun and robbed me.
That'd be pretty out of character.
It's just like something that's like, oh yeah, no, that guy, yeah, he's terrible, I hate him. Called the man for a description. Asked to speak with the poor beggars lately, coming from the right. So he wanted to know a state of things down at the derelicts, and you can be sure we gave him an earful. Lack of food, mess, and clothing, there's plenty to tell. Hunt high and low for worry and scavenge, and it's barely enough to fill our bellies. But folks here don't just want to survive, they want to thrive. So when we heard that, he started muttering to himself, something about finding us work, I think. Fair place for him, though. Not content with having his ears chewed about the derelicts, he asked out the art settlements and all. After that, I can't really say. Looked like he was headed for Gate Town when I last saw him. Okay, yeah, these actually not doing a bad job, that it seems. Or at least not his first day. It's like days 2 through like 580 or whatever, they're like the real problem.
Yeah. Well, it's like, oh, maybe China's is actually taking this more seriously than we thought.
Yeah. Maybe he hasn't just ran away for the sake of running away, and he's actually giving a fair attempt. Ah, there you are. How'd you fare? You learned anything out what you might offer as to clues to Master Chai's whereabouts? Well, I talked to some people and they said some things, and it seems vaguely good. Appears to have paid a visit to the Queen Bee as well. Documented the possibility of granting admission to customers from outside Yulmore, the idea to which the proprietor was surprisingly receptive. Yeah, it's not like he's got big plans to his place to Yulmore. I mean, not the bee. Yeah, but the question remains, where did he go after leaving the city? Where in the world is China's? Master Chai has shown us great concern only to Yulmore for the surrounding settlements. Seem logical within town culture, those within the city walls. He would wish to do the same with those without. If you would go and make inquiries in the right, I should do likewise in Sutide Gate Town. Leave to you, Kai. Alright, yeah. Okay, yeah, just find the guy. Let's reconvene here with a luck. Moss will have stalled upon him by then. If not, well... yeah, good luck. Thankfully, I can just teleport to this place, so it'll only take like a second. Okay, China's. What the crap are you doing out here? You up to some sketchy crap or something?
Always.
Always. Yeah, it turns out he's just obsessed with building new golems now. And he's like, I must make a bigger Talos, but how? It's like, oh, it must be bigger, it must be better. Wait a minute, where am I going? That's not the place I need to go. That's like the point of the near raids. It's like, I must outdo my old masterpiece at any cost.
Did you finish the new raids? I forget.
Not yet, but I'm like working on it.
Ah.
Yeah, the big roadblock so far has been like getting equipment that's good enough to meet the levels. And that's a bit of an issue right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like working through it.
You could start the Boshin Southern Front quests You can get some gear from that.
Yeah, that's true.
I think you talked to somebody in Kugane about it.
Yeah. Alright, I'll look into it, I guess. Yeah, there was a rare dapper-looking minstrel gentleman here not long ago. Want to talk about relations between Wright and Yulmore, rather than a lack of them. We lost a great many people of their promises of Mole and the chance of a lash life among the free. And Valtteri thought to take you in more fronts, conscripting a few able-bodied men we had left to guard his paradise. Needed to tell you what happened when the seniors came. Such things are hard to forgive. But Valtteri's gone now, and we're curious to see what will become of Yulmore in his absence. That's... holy crap, that's an elephant. Okay, yeah. That's what I told your friend, Chai Nuss, was it? I'm sure Theora said the same. Not what I wanted to hear, I suppose, because you left soon after, and that was that. Okay, so...
Yeah,
dude's trying.
I've got one of those elephants.
Yeah, but I mean, you're like, you know, a little, like, you know, Lalafell, so it would be like a baby elephant.
You would think that.
I would think that.
You'd be wrong.
I would absolutely think that. Alright, so it shouldn't be much further to him. Alright, Chinas, we're on to your secret.
Is it having you go? Oh, to the ladder?
Yeah, I think that's where I'm going.
Okay.
Yeah. To this whole thing. Alright, how do we, like, get up here again? Man, I don't remember this area well at all.
White would be the usual way. Or you just teleport up to Tomra. Or I could fly you there.
Yeah, I mean, that'd work. Okay, join the party,
That's not a multi-person mount.
Wait, but it's an elephant. How's it not?
I don't know.
It should
It's
totally
car
be
time.
multi-person. Yeah,
Also,
there we go.
There's probably an NPC you can talk to get a ride on the elephant again, but where do you need to go?
I have to go up to the top, I think. What's that outfit you're wearing? What the heck? I just looked over and realized.
It's judge armor.
Yeah, alright, I kinda need to get some of that. What quest is it for that, actually?
That's one of the gear sets you can get from Boshin Southern Front.
I can't jump out. Wait, there it goes.
Oh, yeah, I totally passed it, huh? I was looking at a different quest marker.
Alright, Alpha Node. What do you know about the Chais over here? Okay, so... Kaishir and I gleaned much the same. Seems to turn to Saj what gold may have yet remained among the settlements in Quosia. The only likely place he has left to go without enmity. Come, if we are quick, we may yet catch up to him. So yeah, where do you get the judge armor again?
Boshin Southern Front.
Okay, yeah, I should check that out then.
Oh no, am I out of glamour prisms?
Wait, are you?
Maybe.
Oh,
I
geez.
glamour my crap a lot. No, I'm not. Why can't I glamour that?
Is it like because the stuff's too low level?
Glamours may not be stacked. Huh?
Eh?
What does that mean?
Like, that's... Eh?
I don't know. Let's try it on the gloves, I guess.
Oh hey, it's the man himself. I brought you a Talos. Aw, it ran away. Yeah, we got the sinister music going.
Glamours may not be stacked.
Hey, what are you doing here? I'm asking you the same, Master Chai. We've been looking all over for you. Oh, looking for me? Whatever for? Lady Chai's been nigh inconsolable in your absence. She claims you disappeared without so much as a word, and bade us return you to her side. One of the blazes you talking about? I left a letter after for our chambers. Though I suppose she could have overlooked it, and she gets an idea in her head. I can only apologize. Yeah, no harm, but since we are here, might I ask what compelled you to come all the way out here? We were told you'd been elected mayor, and from what we had gathered from the nearby villages, you've been inquiring about the people's grievances. Is it safe to assume you mean to take office? Well, let's not jump to conclusions now. I did seek to learn about the problems faced by the people of Cainslove, that much is true, but I'm by no means sure I'm the man to solve them. Tackling our main challenges require resources, and until I've secured them, it would not be right to assume the role of mayor. And you believe said resources can be found here? Yeah, the people's grievances are made, but in the course of my inquiries, I have already met with several individuals willing to lend their aid in addressing them. However, there remains one individual crucial to my plans, man whose counsel might yet make a mayor of me. Okay, with respect, such forethought is in itself proof of your suitability. I mean, you say that, but I've seen this train of thought lead bad places before. Well, not this train of thought, but like... Yeah, Road to Hell's paved with good intentions. You know I screw up and do something stupid. Say need you, Master Chai, and I'm certain this man of whom you speak, whoever he may be, will reach the same conclusion. For what little it's worth, we'll vouch for you and that should require convincing. Yeah. You can count on us. We'll drag you through this kicking and screaming, Chai. You don't need to say anything. You've got your actions to speak for you. Yeah. As long as I remember, all I wanted was to make it into Yulmore, but the dream's gone now. Burst like a bubble. Or a boil, more like. You know, outside for playing Master Alphanod, I've had a clue what to do with myself. Spend most of the day and days, but you've been running up and down trying to find ways to fix this mess for everyone. Yeah, I reckon you can do it. You've got this lot up, Mount Gold, don't you? How hard could any marrying be? Gonna steal Yulmore to a bare future, I know it. It is really hard to read these subtitles when they're so small right now, holy crap. Yeah, help. Properly help. Do something that makes a difference. I don't know what is yet, but I'll work out of the way if you let me come with you, that is.
Maybe a remote play is still a better option.
It might be, honestly. And I have to, like, look at, like, the difference, because, like... I want the game to look good, but I don't want it to look good if it's causing our problems. Could be entirely too much credit to a lot of you, but I can't deny it gives me heart. Come then, let's press on together. Yeah. Thanks, Master Chai. Let's get ourselves. Your needs more than a man with good intentions. Just why I'm here. To find one with the experience needed to see the city thrive. Okay. Warda is his name, and yes, he is. Or was. I had scarcely begun to explain myself when he decided that time was better spent elsewhere. He served as chief advisor of all three's father when he was in office. If Ranjit was the mayor's right hand, one might say Rendon was the left. And between them, they kept Yulmore on the road to prosperity. Yeah, but that was also on the backs of, like, like, essentially, slave labor and, like, chopping up sin eaters for food and stuff. So he needs more than a mere man of business, which is why I must find him. Well, leave it if you do. What makes you think he'll listen? Or doing chase, might it not be wise to speak with those who know him here in Amity? They might be able to shed some light on the reason for rejecting your overtures out of hand. Yeah, I suppose it makes sense. Perhaps we should start with Tristal. This is our call. You made a rather favorable impression on him. I'm certain he would be willing to talk to us. Okay, I don't remember who Tristal is.
I think that's the guy that threw out the window.
Yeah. You're here to ask for the Rendon? I couldn't help overhearing the earlier exchange. Oh, that makes things way faster. Yeah, you are once for a leader. Should no one rise to the challenge, the city could very well collapse. So I came here seeking Wynn's counsel in hopes that we could build a better Yulmore together. And that's still my wish, but given how anomaly you're mistreated, I will quite understand if you choose not to help. Worry not, Master Chai, I bear no grudge against you or the people of Yulmore, and I'd not see you suffer for Valtry's villainy. Doubt, guided by your memory, by your meeting earlier, Rendon could be rather uncompromising. Are we sure we want to put this guy back in power? Like, I don't know what things were like when Valtry's dad was in control, but I feel like it probably wasn't great. Little patience friend who deems less committed to their own. Desire to right the wrongs of your past, of Yulmore's past. It's quite admirable, but I fear the guilt you bear on the crystal's behalf works against you. In your eyes, the way you carry yourself goes without saying that he seeks it as well. You must let these feelings go. Master Chai Vmore would serve, commit to the course. Prove to him Yulmore has the resolve to change. Okay, yeah. The resolve to change. Well, he was heading towards Pit 8 when he left. Play go and speak with him. I suggest you be firm and clear in your intentions. Right. Firm and rigid, huh? For Pit 8... Alright, to Pit 8 we shall go. I'll not take no for an answer. Nay, not even a maybe. If we are anything other than a yes, we're kicking this guy's teeth in. Let's do this. Hey, yo, you want political power? Oh, you're not sure? Okay, guys, let's beat him up.
The snot out of him.
Yeah. We'll make sure you never question not being involved in politics again. Oh, he's just out here. Okay. Next, is that a Lalafell house? That little, like, rock? Or is it just a weirdly shaped rock? It's probably just a weirdly shaped rock.
Looks like a little dwarf tunnel to me.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Can you go in there?
No, it's not open. But it's definitely dwarf-sized.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't invite them, as it happens. They are indeed my friends.
Makes sense. Tomra's just over the hill there.
Every true Yulmorans.
Yeah, alright.
They are the ones who awakened us to the truth, to Lord Forthree's villainy. The famous warriors of darkness.
Heck yeah.
Are they now?
Yeah, we totally are.
They are. It would be no exaggeration to call them our saviors. We owe much and more to their kindness, but we cannot depend on that kindness forever.
Yeah.
To do so would be a little different from entrusting our affairs to Lord Forthree. Nay, we must learn to stand on our own 2 feet. And I would have them present to witness my attempt.
Make it a good one,
Here,
buddy.
Master Chai.
Your sentiments are admirable, yet admirable sentiments do not a nation make.
Hmm.
In my capacity as advisor, I once strove to build a better Yulmore. Gave honest counsel to my superiors, drafted laws for the benefit of one and all. But in time, my values fell out of favor. There was no need for them in this paradise Vorthri was creating. And so I left my homeland behind.
What were those values exactly?
But you, Chai News, you were content to wallow in indolence under Vorthri's auspices. And so I cannot help but ask myself what manner of nation you intend to build.
What manner of nation do you intend to build? Yeah, Con, like, you talk first and we'll go. No? Alright, let's just shout out at the same time. Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
There's no simple answer to that question. But this much I will say.
Okay.
It is my hope that Yulmore can become a nation which her citizens might freely choose to build together.
Alright.
A great many people, myself
Very
included,
serious man.
flocked to Yulmore
Yeah.
seeking sanctuary. The alternative being to live in fear and die in pain seemed an easy choice.
Yeah, you
One
put it like
sanctuary we
that.
found, as much food and drink as we could ever want, secured at the cost of the surrounding villages. Little wonder the people gathered at our doorstep, begging to work among the bonded.
Yeah.
The free were blind to it all, of course, content to, as you say, wallow in indolence, in ignorance.
Yeah.
Were I mayor, I would first take stock of the city's resources and see that they were assigned equitably. Our days of reckless consumption are behind us.
I'd like when he turns around, he's like, that's not what I want to hear.
The distinction between free and bonded died with Vorthri. The needs of rich and poor alike must be considered if our nation is to survive.
Yeah. Well, you've got more of a hand on you than our leaders do, that's for sure.
To which end I would take steps to secure channels for supplies, rekindle relations with nearby settlements, who re-establish industry, reach out to neighboring nations, and the list goes on and on.
Yeah, the situation's
But I
kinda
am no
screwed.
ruler, nor even a politician. I am an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
My expertise lie in planning and profit. I haven't the knowledge or experience to run a nation.
But being able to do business is a pretty good first start.
Please, Rendon, will you not help me? Together, we could solve the city's problems. Build a Yulmore for the people.
Yo, what was politics if not just the entrepreneurship of ideas, right? That's
Sure.
probably way less clever than it sounds.
I don't know, man.
Yulmore for the people.
Yeah.
I'd rather like the sound of that. But before I offer you my counsel, I would be certain of your ability to perform the duties of office.
Yeah, that's kind of what we all need right now.
You ask me to help you solve Yulmore's problems, but first I would see you solve one on your own. Accomplish that, and you will prove both to me and the people that you are a man worth following.
Oh, that might be a bit hard to, like, do than you say, because these are, like, big, systemic, crazy issues.
nah, it's fine. Just put someone good in charge, and everything else will work out.
Yeah, you would hope so. I'm very worried for what happened when the previously, like, upper class people just decide, like, oh yeah, we liked being rich better.
Fortunately, that's not the case. Everyone in Yulmore is pretty okay. Sucked.
Yeah.
We gotta fix this.
Yeah. It's like, oh, all I've done all my life is just sit on a chair and, like, doodle arts and crafts projects with macaroni and glue. And now I have to, like, fight to protect the city? What?
Better than being fed sin eaters.
Yeah, that's the thing, because apparently they liked it. Like, apparently it was, like, actually a good tasting food.
Yeah, until they figured out what it was.
Yeah, you think, like... So here's a question, right? You think, like, if you, like, ate Sweetie Todd's meat pies, and you're like, oh, yeah, no, these are great, and you learn that there are people afterwards, but you're like, they tasted so good, though, would you be like, like, if there is a way to ethically do this, I'd want meat pie again?
No, because I know that, eating human flesh is actively bad for humans.
Then say it wasn't, right?
I mean, if I thought it was delicious and there was a way to do it ethically, sure. and it wasn't actively bad for me.
Yeah.
I mean, to the point, but like, I eat stuff that's bad for me now, but like,
well, yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah.
Humans eating human flesh is bad for you in a way that's worse than that.
I'm trying to throw away phrases, and I think I'm just gonna stop. Cause, like, have you ever heard of, like, the weird, like, seagull parable or whatever? Where it's like, the dude's, like, trapped on an island with two other people, and, like, one of them's, like, realizes they're all starving to death. And they're like, oh, hey, I'll just, don't worry, I found some seagull meat here, come on, eat it, we'll eat it together. And he, like, goes out, and he's like, oh, yeah, that seagull meat was pretty good, I'll order that from, like, a restaurant or something. So he goes and gets the meat, and he eats it, and he starts crying because he's like, oh, seagulls don't taste like that at all. I just ate my wife.
But what?
Yeah. Because they're, like, starving on the island, so it's like the other guy went and, like, killed the wife and was feeding it to him.
How would you not notice that the other person was suddenly missing? How did they cook?
Stuff happens on desert islands, man.
How did they kill, gut, and cook your wife without you noticing?
There are ways.
No, there's not.
There's not. And I feel like there's ways you could, like, kill and cook someone on a deserted island without, like, another person finding out.
I don't think so.
Nah.
If you're on a deserted island, you're likely gonna stick close together to make sure nobody gets lost or hurt or anything.
I mean, like, all the time.
The idea that somebody, like, there's like 3 people on an island and one of them goes missing, and all of a sudden this other guy has and you don't put 2 and 2 together? It's absurd.
Yeah. Like, some people probably wouldn't, right? Because they're like, oh yeah, what happened to this other person? And they're like, it's fine, they're like, they went to get help, and they never come back.
No.
No.
No, this whole situation is absolutely absurd. Somewhere else, you must be missing some details or something. Because this is an awful, like, what if scenario.
It's terrible, isn't it?
It's really bad. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, man.
Not this.
Oh, you're roboting Abbott. Hello?
Hello?
Alright, I can hear you now.
My controller, I put my controller down and it disconnected.
Put your controller down, I have, like, anger at the seagull parable. Or whatever the crap it is. Oh, man. Man, have you ever, like... So apparently, yeah, there's the big thing how people try to, like, build rafts on islands to escape and stuff. Yeah, apparently that's, like, a really stupidly, like, terrible idea. Because of course.
Well, of course. Yeah, if you don't know how to navigate, also, you can't store that much food and water on a raft.
Yeah. Like, food you could probably deal with. Water is a bit of a trickier issue. So there's, like, some comics on poster war that's like, oh yeah, it's like, yo, just one person just writing SOS with, like, logs on the shore and another person building a raft. And it's like, oh yeah, yo, like, do stuff for yourself. Go get help on your own. Don't be lazy or da-da-da. And it's supposed to be, like, an anti-welfare thing or whatever. And everyone just looked down. They're like, wait, but if you just sail out on a raft without knowing where you're going, you're just gonna die. Like, super hard.
Yeah.
You think you're gonna, like, cross the ocean, your rickety little, like, makeshift raft may have, like, twigs and leaves? It's like, no. Yours for cars were used to purchase food for our neighbors, so they'll force time to address the like problems of that affect us all. The long-standing neglect of agriculture. How the heck did we get to, like, Desert Island Seagull Crab? Oh, right, meal.
Oh, yeah.
Villagers that once served as a source of trade for foodstuff might be repopulated. That means a production restored. This assumes, of course, that I can rekindle relations with our neighbors, guarantee the success and stability of the region, and most importantly, find people willing to leave the city and take up their rebuilding efforts. Here's the other problem. I don't think people outside of Yulmore would want to deal with a former Yulmore politician from, like, the pre-Vol3 death era. This might not be a great look for you, man.
I mean, Vothri was the problem, not this guy.
Yeah, but I'm sure people are gonna be like, oh, you want us to trust Vol3's dad? Screw off.
There was no indication that Vothri's dad was a bad leader.
Yeah. No indication, but, like, I have a feeling that you don't get that nuts overnight, right? Begin with the people of Yor and the nearby settlements. Yeah, you've impressed me, Chinas. Alright, well that is a relief. Oh, and you have secured my support just yet. Only my attention. Grand plans will not be enough to persuade the masses. You need to task them to rebuild. You must provide them with the means to do so. Okay, yeah, that's true. And one to which I haven't given much thought. I propose the use of the talisman of the establishment and maintenance of the settlements. Their employment should be drastically improved efficiently and utmost increased population. Oh, but Daldius' stoneworks closed their doors years ago. Without a steady supply of the necessary equipment, the people would starve before your plans could be put into effect. Well, as the heir to the stoneworks, it just so happens that Talos are my field of expertise. And with a little help, I'm quite certain we can acquire what we need in no time at all. Where are we just gonna make Talos as, like, city guards?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not, really? Wait, are we just gonna, like, recreate slave labor but with golems?
They're not sentient thinking beings. It's not slave labor. It's like it's like building robots in a factory.
Sure, I guess. But there's been a lot of fiction about robots in, like, factories going awry.
Talos literally don't have like a thought process. It's a golem, like it's a powered golem that does what you tell it to.
We gotta give them all books and teach them how to read the laws of robotics.
There are Talos that wander around that are that like attack people, but like those are like those exist because they've fallen into disrepair from disuse.
All Talos will be taught how to read and given copies of the 3 laws of robotics.
Heck, that's how the dwarves do stuff. They build those bots.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are invented by the dwarves.
Wait, this is story, right? Okay, yeah, it is. Okay, right, because the R1's near. Wait, is it? Let me, like, check real quick. Yep, that's near. Okay, yeah. Okay, so listen guys, what if we just make a bunch of golems that handle all our defenses and they're all controlled by one guy? Is that cool?
As long as the guy in question is a good guy.
Is it a good guy?
Shine does. Seems like a good guy to me.
Man, what if, like, Shine does dies and he has, like, a success for the Talos? And that dude's just like, okay, yeah, I'm taking over, this is a dictatorship now.
That would suck.
Chest contains containers which filled with dastardly potent insulating powder capable of halting the flow of aether and Talos. But you don't like you're within flooring distance and let fly. Oh, so we're just gonna, like, take out existing Talos and then use them to, like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Right, it's easier than building brand new ones.
Yeah, as I've said before, it's high time we learn to stand on our own 2 feet. Thankfully, throwing canisters is something you and I should be able to manage. Yeah,
Also,
come off it, Master Chai. If the Talos are a threat, there's 101 things out there waiting to make a meal out of you. Nah, I must do it. Yeah, I saw his problem. I'll not sit idly while others risk everything to see I harbor harebrained schemes realized. Oh, like, that's how you spell that?
Yeah.
I thought it was like harebrained, as in like with an I, you know, as in like, oh, you have a hairy brain.
No.
Not as in like you're as smart as a rabbit. Which I guess makes way more sense.
Yeah, I don't know, there's probably more to it than that.
Like, is harebrained worse than smooth-brained? Because if you have hair, at least it isn't smooth. Alright, well... Alright, but if there's any trouble, we call it off. Let's take the safe approach. Alright, make sure I do require some help and sorry, what?
It turns out it's not deeper than that. It's literally just implying that your balls are...
Oh, sorry, you cut out of it.
Harebrained literally just implies that your brain is as small as a rabbit's.
Okay, yeah.
That's actually just it.
Huh. That must be a weird insult to throw around in a world where rabbit people actually exist.
Yeah. Well, no, because if you say harebrained, then you're obviously referring to the creature.
Yeah.
Because the rabbit people have a name for their own race, and it's not hares.
You think someone just walks up to a viewer and they're like, oh yeah, I'm sick of your harebrained schemes or whatever. And they're just like, don't insult my kin like that.
You just just kind of vanished, teleported you away somewhere.
It teleported me into a thing where I have to, like...
You gotta throw canisters, stupid Taloses. Ah, there you are.
Wait, why can't I, like... Best to approach from the rear?
You could probably throw one at China's.
Oh, I have to actually hit him to give the signal.
Oh, you're not throwing them, you're just telling him when to do it.
Yeah, which is appreciated. At least we would have to, like, literally do this on our own.
Yeah. Well, he was like, I gotta do this for myself if I'm gonna be a leader.
Yeah, make that political statement. I did! Yeah, let's get another one. There we go. What if I give him the wrong signal?
I don't know. Something funny might happen.
Alright, second Talos seems pretty good. Hopefully there's a third. I feel like getting the hang of this. Yeah.
He might just tell you, he might just be like, no, he's facing me. No, he's got the third one by himself.
Oh no, he's just gonna do it?
Yeah.
Oh man, I had to like fail it to see what happened. Well, that should do it. Now we have all we need to proceed. Okay. Well, this handles the military problem. I'd love it if they all did the pose too.
That'd be pretty great.
Oh, you're just standing here?
Yeah.
Alright, well, China's, you did the thing. And scarcely believe it. I was reckless, foolish plan, but somehow it worked. Yeah, you just gotta try, man. Sometimes things just go out without a hitch. Yeah. Master Chai, I believe I owe you an apology. Your plan of Pedicula's food stores showed forth on sound judgment. What's more, is playing your tag Galdia's Stoneworks has equipped you to lead, as evidenced by the extraordinary company you keep. You, sir, are more than qualified for the next mayor of Yulmore. Okay, yeah. Thank you for your confidence, but the fact remains, I am wholly ignorant of the world of politics. Yeah, so yeah, I'd be honored to help, da-da-da. People hold the Talos? I have no doubt they will lend you their support. Would seem yours leadership is last in capable hands, so yeah, that's one problem solved. Man, I wonder what the other problems are gonna be, because I'm sure there's gonna be more. Because we have to wrap up, like, all the loose ends, right? Like, us, personally.
I mean, you fix Yulmore, and then... Or, like, you get China's in power, and then he'll fix that on his own.
Yeah.
Right then. Form a line and make for Yulmore.
There's, like, what's a Yulmore? Man, he's doing it.
Yeah. Golem army.
Golem army, let's go.
What's that noise?
Is that the sound of robots?
Wicked White! Run away, Talos! Call the guard!
There is no guard. Well, I guess there is for the shanty town. Or come on, use provoke. Steward stance quick. Oh, it's a girl with the exact same hairstyle as Chai Dulai or whatever, Dulai Chai. Just right behind her.
It is the same hairstyle, isn't it?
Man, they should just let us make fat characters. That'd be a lot of fun.
But of course I'm back. You didn't see
But it doesn't fit the image of the hero.
Yeah, but screw it.
It'd be
Oh no,
pretty
he's
funny.
dead! Oh god!
Oh yeah.
You fucking murdered him! My... This exaggeration, his spine is shattered!
No, he's fine.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, my darling. It's just the sight of you filled me with such joy, I couldn't help myself.
Oh, no, it's all right, dear. I should have just come out and said what it was I was intending instead of entrusting the task to a hastily scribbled letter.
Does that
Yeah?
mean you'll do it?
Well, I'm here, aren't I? I mean, not that my absence signified any unwillingness, you understand? Oh, no, naught could be further from the truth. I only left to enlist the aid of the former mayor's senior advisor.
Yeah. At least that's
And
something.
now that I have it, I believe I am ready to take office.
Yeah. You do it, Chai. Oh my god. Oh no! Oh no, kid! He's dead! I heard the cracking sound. You broke his bones.
Can't believe the new mayor's already dead.
Holy shit. Throw Dooley and chill this instant. Inception, what master try we struggle to forget? Or seriously, the revival of the Taos has seized the public's attention. Once word is spread of Yulmore will be that much simpler. Gar 1 also that Master Chai can make his inaugural address. Okay, yeah. Oh my god. Are you still alive, Chai does? No, we're bored by the prospect of addressing these simple masses of Yulmore. As for to do it, for accommodate everyone who might be feasibly willing to attend, I suppose the only place large enough would be the Emergent. That I'll go and spread the word among the citizens, both free and bonded, that they are to assemble there and meet the new mayor. Alright, Kai Shear, was it? Would you go inform the remnants of Gate Town and the Derelicts? Yeah. Good lad. I'll let the guards know not to bar the way of Voltry's chambers. Guess, without saying something that I expect the War of Darkness to attend, assuming she's available? Might as well see it through the bare end, eh? Dorma at the Crown Lift will show you up. I can't believe that, like, Yulmore has its first mayor and Awayyy has its first presidential assassin.
Crazy.
That took no time at all.
Can't believe they would just do that. There's a great little minion that's Dulia Chai and Chai Nuz. Oh no, it's a Dulia Chai minion, but her animation has her like hugging, like she pulls out Chai Nuz and hugs him like that. Unfortunately, it was tied to to buying the art book.
Oh, that's a shame. That does make complete sense, though.
They do that a lot. There's like
Yeah.
emotes that are tied to like expensive statues and a whole bunch of stupid crap.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, well, let's hear this inauguration speech. Come on, Chai Nuz, you got this. I mean, I know it'd be a ton of work. I wish you would just, like, ping an NPC and see what their outfit's called. Because, like, sometimes I'll see background characters that's like, dude, that's a rad look. I kind of want it.
If it's a named NPC, you could probably just Google it.
Yeah, probably.
Like, whose outfit?
I don't know, just random background characters and stuff. Like,
well, that's...
Well, I guess because right now I'm looking at Chai Nuz's, like, shirt and it's kind of cool. But there's also, like, another lady in the, like, crowd that is, like, a dress, and it's like, okay, that's kind of cool, too.
Best I could say is take a screenshot and post it. It's like a FF14 community somewhere and be like, hey, what's this? Anybody know?
Yeah. Like, it would be a stupid amount of work, but it would be cool if you could just, like, yo, like, scroll over an NPC, hit examine, and it's like, oh yeah, yo, this is from, like, this set or whatever, and you got, like, the names and stuff, and you could, like, yo, look it up and be like, oh yeah, this is where this thing is, okay, yeah.
Is it that dress that most of the girls in the audience are wearing?
Yeah.
Like, there's that lady in the middle with the yellow one?
Yeah, but now that I'm looking at it again, it's like, you know, it's kind of whatever.
Would ever have seen under Lord 4-3's rule. Not only do we stand in the familiar presence of those we once called the bonded.
Wait, I think the outfit to, like, the far left from, like, the Lakeland quests? Yeah, there's, like, a couple with it.
But today, we welcome the peoples.
Alright, maybe that's where a lot of this is from, like, the Lakeland raid.
Lakeland raid?
Yeah, sorry, not the raid, the duty, where it's like where you're like buying the seniors that are attacking the town, right?
Oh, Holminster.
Yeah, and you get like the Lakeland gear.
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Cause remember I got like the, you know, like,
as you know,
whatever is like, you know, flourishy like tuxedo looking thing or whatever.
At the end of which I
with like the ruffles or whatever from like one of them for like the range classes. And it honestly looks really cool.
You place great faith in me. And I promise to do my utmost to live up to your expectations. And I will seek always to carry out the duties of this office with integrity and fairness.
Yeah. As opposed to with corruption and inequality.
Always, I say, but not forever. Let it be known that I do not intend to hold this post indefinitely. I consider myself but an acting mayor who will serve only for the interim, while Yulmore is reshaped according to a new set of values.
Yeah. Yeah, like, what if I had to be like one of those guards with the bright pink armor? What set is that?
Guards with bright pink armor.
No longer can we think of ourselves as divided, as the free and the bonded.
Are they in the crowd somewhere?
Yeah.
The systems
I'll have
put
to
in
wait until
place
it cuts
by
to
Lord
them
Wolf
again.
must be undone. But even as we tear down the old, we must give thought to the new. To
CD
what manner of
cards.
nation you should become. Whatever the answer
Yeah,
may
yeah,
be,
there they are.
it cannot be decided by one man alone. And so I propose that an open forum be held, that we might all discuss how best to strive towards a better
Oh, I guess they're
future.
standing in the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea. I
There's
can't
no
really
talk
see it.
of the morrow, unless we first address the issues of today.
Like, that'd be so much work, but it'd be a really cool little detail.
Securing new sources of food, rebuilding relations with our neighbors, re-establishing industry. There is much and more that needs to be done.
Yeah, you bet there is.
Too much for a mere man of business. And so I pledge instead to do everything in my power to ensure our city's security and stability while we all work together to see these problems solved.
Okay, that's a start.
The road before us will not be easy.
Gotta start with the
And
easy
I know full
problems.
well how daunting the prospect of honest labor may seem to some of you. But we must accept the reality of our circumstances. We must move forward. This much we owe to ourselves and to the brave heroes who risked their lives to bring back the night.
Heck yeah.
Once we have shored up our city's foundations and regained
Wait,
some
that dude's
semblance
hair's
of
just
normality,
glitching through his hood.
let us reconvene to speak of the future.
Yeah, it's totally just going through his hood on his cloak.
Until then, I humbly ask that you
On the
lend
right?
me and
Yeah.
each other your
Yeah.
strength. For your
It'll
mark.
happen.
It happens.
Justinian's hair glitches through his armor like crazy.
Don't worry about it, it's just a fashion trend.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, everyone hit your clap emotes. My character still does the fist punch. Or it's like the fist hand thing.
Yeah, gonna beat up these politics.
Let's beat these politics in the face. What deficit crisis? I'll deficit crisis you in the balls. Yo, Alphado, what do you think about politics? More like Paulo Leeches, am I right? Fine speech, Master Chai. Believe your words stirred every soul in attendance. Stirred them to action, I hope. If I've learned anything from all of this, is that change begins with the individual. Yeah, 'tis but verifying the strength to take the first step. So my fellow Urmorians can, it's surely my armed privilege to help them walk this road we have chosen. Yeah, but you must not forget the individuals who made all these changes possible. And he looks at the Talos. Within my power, I would carve a tribute to your heroism into a very stone upon which this city stands. But I do not.
Mount Yulmore.
You to change the subject, Dark, but now you have officially taken office, you given any thought to your mayoral seat? Well, we'll not be moving into the emergent, dearest. It's too big for one thing, and too far from the people for another. We will return to our current residence, and I'll govern here from the parlor. Yeah, okay. Hope you'd say that. I'd prefer the full view from the parlor. Yeah, beg your pardon, Master Chai, but have you got time for a word? Yes, of course. Hathen Bet? Yeah, that's me. Like your speech for there's a folks outside these walls don't have enough food to last till tomorrow. And more who are counting more who's counting their crumbs. You all have a plan to change that. I'd like to set things in motion. We're kind of starving to death. Alright, then we have to do that then. No sooner do I take office than the work begins in earnest. Well, suppose I brought upon myself. Thank you again for your help, Kizune. I hope to see you again before long.
Hey, his head's in the right place. It's like, hey, we're starving, and he's like, okay, let's fix that.
Yeah. I like it if he has walked outside. He's like, so where does food come from exactly? He's like, don't you have a bell to ring that makes someone bring it to you? All we have to do is ring harder, right? What a day. I don't know what this means exactly, but I do know I've got plenty to think about. Yeah, he sits, we all have a great deal to consider. He's like, wait, you eat things that come out of the ground from the dirt? Well, that can't be healthy for you.
Well, China's did know a life of labor before Vol3.
Yeah, he won't be ignorant then.
Yeah, the guy ran a Talos manufacturing company.
Yeah. I resolved to remain here until such time as Yulmar's future is secured, but it's clear to me now that the sea is in capable hands. He's like, yeah, we just have to, like, pour some energy drink on the ground, and that helps, right? Man, I want to make the reference so bad, but I don't remember what the drink was in, like, Idiocracy. Where it's like Powerade or something, and it's like, it's got electrolytes. That's the stuff plants love.
Well, Powerade is a real thing.
No, it wasn't that then. It was like some stupid, like, over-the-top name or something. I have to, like, watch that movie again at some point. It's way too good. Hey, Salfanot's leaving too, is he? Seems like everyone's moved on. Everything's changing. So I don't think out why I should do in all this. Like I told you, I spent most of my life dreaming about living here with my friends in paradise.
Rondo.
Rondor?
Rondo.
Rondo, huh?
B-R-A-W-N-D-O. Brondo.
Brondo. Okay, yeah.
The Thirst Mutilator.
The Thirst. It's so good. Man, was it like the 51st president / porn star?
I have no idea. I've never seen the movie.
Oh man, you should look up. It's such a good, like, a lot of movies like this are like about the future of politics or whatever feel like they've aged really badly. Idiocracy went like so far down the stupid route that it kind of aged brilliantly. Because it's like, it's more true now than it's ever been. Like, their solution to, like, the financial crisis is to just, like, print bigger dollar bills. So they're just, like, everyone's walking around with, like, $1 million bills so everyone's a millionaire. Except it doesn't mean anything. It's just, like, the $1 million bill is just got, like, the president's face on holding, like, 2 guns. Oh man, far more dream than the one which you jogged before. And I'm happy to say that we share whatever path you choose. I'll pay for you to succeed. Oh, pray. Okay, yeah, that's way different. Well, when we pull like that, there's no going back now, is there? Got a few ideas on how we endure our bid. Just a matter of time, Tim. Just a matter of taking the first step. Man. I had to, like, request Idiocracy for movie night or something. That'd be, like, a fun time. See, I think I'm gonna call it a night.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been going for like a healthy bit of time, and it's like, yeah. So yeah, thanks everyone for showing up and stuff. Like, YouTube and stuff is in the description or whatever. Like, it should be hard to find. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys around later.
Watch Death's videos.
Yes, watch Death's videos.
Alright.